You'll see what's the talk of the town is going down the wind on the curve. You heard me? Here in Southern California, it is a beautiful, hot day. It is hot. Hot. It's like almost like 100 degrees out there, bro. So it's hot. So probably not a day for people to be out there and about, maybe in the night, but right now it's or for the sun to go down, but right now it's still hot as fuck. And also here in Southern California, the madness continues, right? Still protesting going on. Still a whole lot of shit going on. So, you're out there, just make sure you stay safe. Because that has not changed. What's right like it, Mr. Pasa? You would figure that with time passing by that it would have gotten, eased up a little bit, but no, it still continues. What's cracking like it, Little Rich? What's good, my boy? We right here, we chilling, man. We chilling. We chilling like a villain. And for those who are curious, on my other channel, I did drop a new battle rap reaction if you guys want to scope that out as well. What's cracking like it, Dev Bro? What's good, my boy? Taking it step by step from the incident. I feel you, my boy. I feel you. It takes time. It takes time. It's all good. What up, Brosha Ice is taking you? They can never stop the real brocheros, my boy. They can't get too close to me, bro. They'll melt. Mess around with this heat. I'm surprised that ice is still out there, bro. Since it's so hot, you would have felt that. You would have figured they would have melted. Hello, everybody. That's right, my boy. Every state in the city is still protesting, still out there. Yeah, I feel you, bro. It was the biggest protest in history, they say. But Donald Trump says otherwise. Donald Trump says, they failed protests. My parade was the biggest parade of all time. But not one single person was out there clapping or cheering. So many videos of that. And him just right there sitting miserable. It's like, damn. Reality hit him, huh? He's like, maybe I'm not liked. But everybody voted for me, though. You seen the video of him just sitting there all like disappointed? It cost so much money for that parade and just for nobody to show up? That's crazy. See, the thing is, look, here's the mistake that Donald Trump makes. Because people voted for him, right? And, he's in office. He felt that people liked him, right? But it's not that people like you, Trump. It's just that people hate the Democrats, my guy. You get what I'm saying? So it's not that they actually care for you, right? It's just that they don't like the other side. So they would have put up with your shit just to tell the left to go fuck themselves. Pretty much that's what it comes down to. Until Trump thinks he's slick by, but he's not. I know, my boy. That guy, it's crazy how he always tries to, spin the web on everything, right? He says they gotta, that they gotta regulate these blue states because, they're trying to win with these illegal votes. Like, yes, Trump, you have never lost. I get it, bro. You never took an L in your life. We understand, bro. It's crazy that individual feels like he can't fail for shit, bro. Like, that's crazy. Oh, you got a carro? That's right, my boy. It's used, but hey, my boy. As long as it's a whip and as long as it could drive, hey, that's all that matters, homie. Hey, it's just a starting whip, bro. You know what I mean? Till you get on your feet, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nobody showed up to Trump parade. I know. It was all fucking triste. Now we call that vato Big Triste. That man is delusional. Yeah, but you know what? It's not even so much his fault. It's just that the people around him fuel that delusion, bro. Instead of telling him what it is, bro, they just fucking add to it, right? Making him believe making him believe all the shit that he tells himself. Like, don't listen to them, man. You're not fat, bro. You're one of the buffest people I know. I am, huh? They're just haters, aren't they? Yeah, they'll hate on me. Anything for the gram. I always knew I was just like Arnold, tip-top shape. Like, yeah, bro, that gut is just there to like protect your six pack. That is the real reason, huh? I also, uh, thought of the same thing too. It's like when you regret going out. So Serio, he's just like, man, why the fuck did I come here? Why the fuck did I throw this parade, man? Now look how goofy I look. Now what am I gonna tell Fox News? And then this bitch right here next to me don't even let me hold her hand. Can't even get a cheek or two. No Diddy. He should retire, to be honest. Yeah, but see, the thing is that the reason why he couldn't retire is because he lost to Biden, bro, and with that, he would have never been able to retire in peace. You get what I mean? Like the fact knowing that Biden beat him, bro, it was just chipping away at him, bro. So that's why he had to come back to run for another term. He had to at least, he had to get that W. He had to. He had to. And now that he got that W, he can tell himself that he lost to Biden was a fluke. It was a fucking, it was cheating. It was like, it was corrupt, but he always knew that he didn't lose fair and square, like, see, I knew I was good. I knew I couldn't lose to this fucking geezer. You know what I mean? Now he's able to go to sleep happy. Fox is glazing Trump. Oh yeah, they love glazing that guy. Even though messages were put out there leaked by when the FBI was doing their investigation, showing that they don't even like his stupid ass. Shit. And when he was running our country, seriously, Biden didn't know what he was doing. Yeah, Biden sucked too. Biden didn't even know what his name was. He's right there giving a speech. In the middle of the speech, he's like, "Where am I?" It's like, oh my god, can somebody come get this man off the stage? What's cracking like your dash pool? Filming, shopping, mattresses. Orale. Yeah, those mattresses be expensive, bro. Shit's no joke. I didn't get how he has made it this far in his presidency. He's already been impeached twice already. Yeah, but see, the thing is that people are don't like the Democrats. They're just like, they're tired of their shit already. They're tired of the nothing getting fixed. Them just blowing money away. They were just tired of their shit, bro. So that's the only reason why they put up with Trump. Because there was nobody else. Right? That's the reason why, it's like, well, fuck it. If these are my two only options, then I guess. That's really what it came down to. Not because they thought that motherfucker was actually good and shit. It's just that if my only options is these two, then fuck it. I guess we're gonna go with Trump. Considering that they were disliking the Democrats, what they had going on, right? So they were just like, man, fuck, dog. Like, man, let's just give this motherfucker another chance. Let's see why, man. Because in all true reality, that's all you can do is just give somebody a chance. Like, I don't come on here and fucking pray that motherfucker actually fails and shit like that, right? But, hey, because if he succeeds, the country succeeds. If he fails, we fail, right? So, wanted to see him do good, but, old people just, when they're already stuck the way that they are, they never change, homie. They don't change. Especially at his age, they don't change. If he didn't learn, back then, he wasn't going to learn now. He's not going to now change, how he behaves for, the world. fucking almost 80 years old, bro. He's stuck like that, bro. That's just who he is. And you know how people, they really don't do their homework when it comes to, you know, individuals, right? So they just seen that he was a rich person, right? He's rich. So they were like, hey, for sure this fool's going to be able to fix the fucking economy in the country because he's rich. He has successful businesses. Therefore, he's perfect for the job. But not knowing that, well, he's successful because those businesses were inherited. They were his father's businesses. His father was the hardworking person. His father was the one with the, good ideas. Trump, no. Trump has always came to try to, create, businesses of his own. He has had, a long catalog of business. Trump Steak, Trump fucking real estate, Trump University, Trump Vodka, Trump. Yeah, Trump has had a lot, several businesses. They have all went bankrupt. They all sucked. Because when he actually came with his ideas, he didn't know what he was doing. But he's rich. The wealth that he has is from his father's ideas, from what his father created, from what his father had, and was like, "Here, son, bam." That's what it is. But people don't bother to fucking actually learn about the individuals that they're voting for because it's not important, apparently. Like goofballs. I mean, but fuck, we shouldn't be surprised. Arnold was our governor at one point. It's like they put people in charge that don't have the credentials for it. Linda McMahon in charge of education. Lord, have mercy. It's crazy. The country does not succeed if he succeeds. Look at the tariffs and how everything crashed until he. No, I mean, like, if he makes good decisions, like, if he actually, like, let's say if Trump is actually doing stuff that's actually good for the country, right? There's certain people out there that they dislike the individual so much that even if he's doing good, they still won't give him credit for that. They'll still be like, oh, nah, it probably wasn't his idea, or you know what I mean? But it's like, nah, I'm not petty like that. Like, if the individual does good, I can see it, right, and I'll give him his props. Like, all right, he did that, I mean, he's still an idiot, but he did that, that was good, that was good. But there's certain people that can't do that, though, they hate the individual so much that they can't give them their flowers. So it's like, I'm not a hater, like, I'm not preying on his downfall, like, that fucker fails. You get me? I know it only comes across like that, right? Because, I mean, fuck, the individual does so much that it's just like, it's hard to, give him his dues. How much he be fucking up. But I'll tell you one thing, he's one stubborn mother effer, though, He sees people protesting and he's gonna ramp it up now. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? He don't learn. He doesn't learn. He's like a oversized child, bro. Instead of, looking in the mirror, maybe, hey, you know what, maybe I should, do it. Nah, no. He's gonna keep the petty game going. Because he's only targeting the blue states. And he's like, what? I thought this president's supposed to be fair, bro. Thought the president was supposed to be in the middle. Don't seem like it. Because we're talking about the blue states and how the blue state and blue state and blue state. Hey, bro, I don't know if you remember, but a lot of those red states said a lot about you too, bro. A lot of them Republicans, were speaking quite ill of you. Like, nah, fool. Donald Trump is not a bad person. Yeah. But yet every racist organization out there loves the individual. They love Trump. Because apparently his message resonates with them. But, he's not a... When all the, pieces of shit in this world are agreeing with you, bro, then I don't know. I wouldn't say that, you probably have the best ideas, right? If this is your fucking fan base. By the way, what are your thoughts on the gangs they have in India. I remember you brought it up. Yeah, bro, that's just crazy. What it's real shit. Real shit be going down over there. It ain't no joke. I have a YouTube channel. Do you? What's it called? We'll plug you in. And the car I can use it till I'm ready to get a car. The dealer. Yeah, I feel you, bro. Name one thing that he's doing that benefits the country he's has yet to. No, I'm saying if he does something, like if. I'm not saying that he has actually done something. Trust me, I'll be the last person to come and be defending the individual, right? But I'm saying if he does something, I would give him his flowers. You know, I'm saying I was hoping that he would come with some good ideas, like, because I didn't vote for that motherfucker, right? But I'm saying like I was hoping he would have came with some good ideas. Shit, I was hoping Biden would have came with something, right? But yeah, it is what it is. But if he does something that benefits us, I will give him his credit. I support him. Deporting gangs, and I feel like everybody's like that though. Like if somebody's actually deporting, because like I have said, if his goal is to win the deportation game, it's just not gonna happen. Because he has only deported 140,000 illegals, right? Obama deported 3 million individuals, right? So if he's hoping to break that record, good luck. And I am not lying. You guys could go look that up. But like I said, people didn't, weren't crying out there, like they are for Trump, like with Obama, but that's because Obama did everything by the book. See, Trump, he don't work like that. And it's the fact that he comes and does shit like this, the reason why people are in an uproar. Because like I said, Obama, killed that fucking deportation. Everything that he's trying to pass fucks over the common man. Yeah, facts. Yeah, of course, because he can't relate to the common man. He can't relate to the regular folks. He can only relate to the elite of this fucking world. You know what I mean? Like, how was he? How was this individual? See, now look, I'm not saying that no rich folks could be kind people, or that they can relate with the like everyday man, right? Because there's rich individuals that could relate and that could help and stuff like that. But those would be the rich individuals that had nothing, that came out of nothing and built everything that they have from the ground up. Those are the rich individuals that will tend to have more of an understanding than, let's say, a rich individual that inherited something, right? So those individuals will probably be snotty, bratty, fucking, everything has to be their way or the highway, like Donald Trump. Those individuals, see, when you inherit, they don't have the same hunger as their, father figures or whatever the fuck. Michael Jordan's kids didn't make it to the NBA. Bronny James is not as good as his dad, even close, right? It's just that they grew up privileged, right? While their fathers grew up, out of nothing. They were actually fucking out there grinding for something. They were fighting for something. These individuals, they didn't really have much to fight for. I'm not saying that it's not possible, right? But I'm saying that 9 times out of 10, they don't, turn out to be like their fathers. They're like, fuck that. I don't get. Trump old. Trump is old. It makes America worse again. Like, hey, bro, how you gonna make America great again? Weren't you the president, prior to Biden? So, like, what? You didn't make America great at that time? By using the same slogan. And I'm assuming your first term it didn't work out. He should just instead of nah, he wouldn't make a good grandfather either. He don't even treat his kids good. He's gonna treat his grandkids good. It was never about the gangs or criminals. That's just what the excuse. Yeah, facts. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree that it was never about the gangs and the criminals. He just wanted to shut people up. Like, oh, there you go. I'm deporting people like you guys wanted. There, am I the greatest president of all time now? Can I get that recognition now? And I guarantee you, there's people out there that will actually really say that he's the greatest president of all time because of this, right? Even though this is crippling our economy, right? Getting rid of the working class, the working individuals, the ones that are actually working and not committing crimes, right? You're gonna get rid of them when it's like, well, don't those individuals still have jobs here, right? They still have to pay their bills, their water bill, electric bill, their rents. They still go and spend the money here in America, right? Buying stuff, right? Keeping the money flowing, right? So if you're getting rid of them, what's going to happen then? Isn't the economy going to take a big ass hit? No. Realizes now, now he's realizing, right? Because he sees now the dip, right? He's like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't focus on the farming union and all of that, right? Like, oh, okay, all right. So you realize that was a mistake, huh? What happened? Like goofball. How would you compare gangs in India to gangs in America? Are the gangs in India closer to gangs in Mexico? Yeah, I would say that they're more like um they're more ruthless, like in certain other countries as well, right? Like they really don't have any fucking like good morals to them, right? Like to them, anybody's disposable. Women, children, they rape and murder, from the youngest to the oldest, and that's just not cool, right? Like what the fuck do those and innocent people too? Like what do those people have anything to do? Like oh, well, gangs in America kill innocent people too. Yeah, but they're not the targets though. These individuals, make these individuals the target though, right? And that's just not right. Like what do those people have anything to do with anything? And how could you earn some street cred by that? You know, by picking on people who don't want any better with you, compared to like you actually getting rid of your opposition, your actual enemies. He doesn't even care about the dip. He cares that the rich white people are losing money. Oh well, there you go. Yeah, yeah, because his friends faces are like, "Hey, what's going on, man?" He's like, my bad. Now you know what? I feel like Trump wouldn't even bow down to them because Trump is just fucking such a narcissist that like I don't know. That guy's just something else. It's kind of hard to understand his delusion, right? It's that extreme. If you look into the whole point, uh, it's about creating a white. Nah, but see, I don't even feel like Donald Trump is even that though. Like I don't feel like Donald Trump cares about the whites though. Donald Trump only cares about himself. Like Donald Trump is just selfish like that. Like he doesn't give a fuck about white people or America. He only cares about himself. He don't even care about his kids. He cares about himself and what could make him, richer and better. You know, he has no loyalty. Donald Trump has no loyalty. Loyalty does not exist for that individual. He's not loyal to nobody but himself. You know what I mean? Like that guy just he doesn't have no loyalty. Throws his kids under the bus. His own family, he's not going to throw anybody else under the bus. Because he has thrown rich white people under the bus as well, right? So that individual just doesn't have any loyalty. He's very childish. My love bug is definitely up in the building. Love you, baby. Yeah, but that guy's just, yeah, he's on a whole nother level. Like I'm telling you, like the whole reason for him running for presidency and everything like that, it was just, to be able to say that he did that, right? Just to be able to throw that in people's faces. I once was president. Yeah, that was me. I won. Then when he realized he actually had to do work, he was like, I ain't really trying to do all that though. Nah, but you know what? I don't even think he's loyal to those people because there's been individuals. Remember, there's been individuals that have kissed his ass, right? Like when his first term, that have kissed his ass. They glazed the fuck out of that guy. You know what I mean? They were deep throwing him like there was no tomorrow. And he still, whenever they said something that they weren't supposed to say or whatever the fuck, he threw them under the bus and started talking all kinds of shit. He fired them, and you know what I mean? And then they were once his fucking like all hanging on his nuts, and he still was like, fuck them now. So like he wasn't even loyal to them. And he threw all their dirty laundry out there too, showing his pettiness right there. Trump's party with Epstein in the early 90s and denied it in the early. Yeah, I know. That's crazy when there's fucking video footage and fucking all kinds of pictures. And this is before AI, so people can't even say that it's fucking AI or Photoshop. He's like, yeah, he was. Of course, he loved Epstein and he was right there chilling with him. He also partied with Diddy and said Diddy was a really nice guy. Just a phenomenal person, he said. Of course, he thought that. You have women, young women? I'll be there. Just tell me where. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that motherfucker loves that kind of shit. He loves, oh, now you guys are being haters. Like, bro, he was cheating on his wife the day his son was being born. She's over here at the hospital pushing, and this was over here with fucking porn stars and shit. That guy has no moral compass. Yeah, that fool is a pervert. Yeah, bro. Even the way he talks about his daughter and everything, I don't know. That's just fucking weird. That fool's weird, bro. You know what I mean? I know. Even that joke that he recently gave in that where he was giving I forgot where he was talking at, right? But he tried to say that his wife said how long he was, if he was as long as this other golfer, referring to golf, right? But the way he said it, because obviously, he was, it was a penis joke, right? Because that's our president. Ladies and gentlemen, President of the United States. Like, bro, come on now, homie. This is time and place for everything, bro. You're supposed to be the fucking commander in chief, bro. But nah, that fool's a fucking big ass kid. Not even a kid. Toddler. Yeah, that was crazy. If she wasn't my daughter, I would totally date her. I would sleep with her. What the f- People out there be like, what's wrong? What's weird with that? Like, damn, my guy. I hope you don't have any kids. That's what. Yeah, that fool. I'm telling you, he's just like, you know what I mean? He just doesn't know how to have conversations, bro. Like that fool. They picked the worst person. That guy's just petty like that. Everything he does is the best and the greatest. Oh, beautiful. We have a beautiful plan. Oh, this plan is beautiful. One of the best plans of all time. Look what I like to you guys. Look, Ask my secretary. She's right there looking lovely. Oh, stunning. She's looking stunning. We have some of the best plans out there. I was even, in the middle of the night, I was called by one of the persons in charge, and he said, sir, this is one of the greatest plans of all time. And I told him, I know. Oh, what exactly is the plan, though? Oh, trust me, when you guys hear this plan, oh, you guys are going to be blown away. Oh, it's going to leave you guys speechless. Trust me. And we don't have to worry about money because it's all taken care of. Believe me, it's taken care of. But where's the money coming from? Oh, it's coming from a place, I guarantee you. And then people, and then his supporters be like, you see, he has a plan. And everything is perfect. Yeah, but what is it? What exactly is his plan, though? Look, bro, it's a great plan, though. It's one of the best, they say. You know, you can look it up. They say that. He said that they say that. So everyone's talking about it. Everybody. They say that he has a plan, but they can't say what exactly are his plans. You know? Hey, but who's going to pay for it, though? Oh, we don't have to worry, though. He has everything under control. Like, what? He's the only person that I know that could speak for 3 hours without saying shit. Like, people can't tell me not one single thing that motherfucker has planned or in store or anything like that. They'd be asking his supporters. The supporters be like, look, all I know is that the guy, you know, has one of the greatest plans and I shouldn't have to worry. So, you know, it's all taken care of. Like, that's all it takes? Fucking me. That's crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.